presidential race, we see that the Democrats are really pulling out all the stops to try to get people out to vote. In the latest attempt, and this goes to show you how white supremacy don't got no new players, they just run more of the same. We have Beyonce yet again, yet in our lives, performing, or she didn't perform, but she was at a rally in Houston, Texas on Friday. Now, the mainstream media framed it to where that Beyonce was going to perform and that people took this and they ran with it and they showed up in droves to this rally for Kamala Harris. But a lot of people were there to see Beyonce perform. They weren't necessarily there to support Kamala Harris. They thought they was going to get a free concert, right? Because if we remember a couple months ago during the Democratic National Convention out in Chicago, TMZ put out that false report about how Beyonce was going to perform at the DNC. And people fell for the bait and switch. And what they did instead was they played a lot of Beyonce's hits at the DNC, but Beyonce was never there. And we saw Kamala Harris officially become the Democratic nominee for President of the United States, even though she didn't earn it. She didn't have to beat nobody out, right? And TMZ came back later on and pulled out the "I'm so sorry that we put out that false report." Now, again, as you can see here, the mainstream media framed this thing to where Beyonce was going to perform at this rally out in Houston, Texas. And people showed up in droves. But this is what they got instead, right? Because they got the bait and switch yet again. Without further ado, DJ, spin that shit.
H-Town. We are so happy to be standing here on this stage as proud country Texas women supporting and celebrating the one and only Vice President Kamala Harris. A woman who's been pushing for what this country really needs right now: unity. It's impossible not to feel the energy in this room, the positivity, the community, the humanity. We are at the precipice of an incredible shift, the brink of history. I'm not here as a celebrity. I'm not here as a politician. I'm here as a mother. A mother who cares deeply about the world my children and all of our children live in. A world where we have the freedom to control our bodies. A world where we're not divided. Our past, our present, our future merge to meet us here. Imagine our daughters growing up seeing what's possible with no ceilings, no limitations. Imagine our grandmothers. Imagine what they feel right now. Those who have lived to see this historic day. Even those who are no longer physically with us. Imagine all of their sacrifice. The sacrifices made so we can witness the strength of a woman standing in her power, reimagining what leadership is. For all the men and women in this room and watching around the country, we need you. Your voice has power and magnitude. Your vote is one of the most valuable tools and we need you. Your freedom is your God-given right, your human right. Everybody say Texas. Texas plays a pivotal role to change the course of our future. Texans and Houstonians from 3rd Ward, River Oaks, Sugarland, 5th Ward, Ailey, Memorial, Southwest Side, North Side, all the way down to Most City. We all have a role to play to make this a reality. We're all part of something much bigger. We must vote. And we need you. It's time to sing a new song. A song that began 248 years ago. The old notes of downfall, discord, despair no longer resonate. Our generations of loved ones before us are whispering a prophecy, a quest, a calling, an anthem. Our moment right now, it's time for America to sing a new song. Our voices sing a chorus of unity. They sing a song of dignity and opportunity. Are y'all ready to add your voice to the new American song? Because I am. So let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Please give a big, loud Texas welcome to the next President of the United States, Vice President Kamala Harris.
What's up, everybody? Ted, Josh Johnson, Crawford Experience, Nathan. Appreciate y'all for being up in here. Everybody else that's, listening in, and everybody else that's going to catch the replay. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button, support the channel. Want to donate? There's the Cash App, there's the PayPal. Any and all donations are accepted. Appreciate it. All right, let's talk about this, right? First of all you guys that thought they was gonna get a free concert for Beyonce, you guys look like buffoons, because Beyonce told y'all back in 2016 when she was performing alongside Jay-Z and Big Sean and J. Cole out in Cleveland, Ohio, right? When they did that concert 5 days before the general election in 2016, right? When they were trying to get y'all to vote for Hillary Clinton, right? And Hillary Clinton lost that election, right? Beyonce told y'all there was going to be no free concerts. She told y'all that. And yet, a lot of you guys out there fell for the cock and bull. And another thing, before I continue on, Kelly Rowland, what the fuck is that you wearing? Now, Kelly Rowland, the more I see you alongside Beyonce, the more I get the suspicion that you're being used as a prop. Now, you're too much of a woman that has a whole lot of talent to be used as some prop at this point. You're a small frame woman wearing this triple XL suit. What is you doing? I'm really disappointed in Kelly Rowland, right? Now, Kelly Rowland did an interview with the Today Show, and she was visibly annoyed when the interviewer, I think his name is Savannah Guthrie, she was out there peppering her with questions about Beyonce. And yet, you walked out there with Beyonce with that suit on. So you supposed to be the man. Where Jay-Z at? Jay-Z ducking them Diddy allegations or whatever? Where Jay-Z at? Why isn't Jay-Z walking alongside Beyonce and not instead of Kelly Rowland? But I digress. You walk around here with a man haircut, wearing that Beetlejuice suit, right? What the fuck, man? Anyway, but let's get to this, right? So Beyonce, instead of giving people, the concert that they were looking for, right? Because I guess she doesn't care, right? Remember that song? Oh, I care. I know you don't care too much. Boy, I don't care. I guess Beyonce don't care, right? Because she's out there giving campaign speeches as opposed to performing one of her many hits. But she told y'all back then that there was gonna be no free concert, right? The joke's on y'all, right? Because a typical Beyonce ticket costs, and that's the quote unquote cheapest ticket, costs around $400-500, depending on where you're at and the venue it's in, right? That's the quote unquote cheapest ticket, right? So y'all thought y'all was getting a free concert. The joke's on y'all. Y'all fell for the cock and bull. Y'all fell for the bait and switch. You guys are buffoons. Anyway, she said Kamala is here for unity. All the meanwhile, the Democrats have singled out black men because black men had decided that, you know what, we're going to sit this election out. Or a lot of coons out there went and voted for the alternative. They went and voted for Trump. Why you vote for Donald Trump? I don't seem to understand that, but whatever, right? That's your right to choose, right? So how do you explain that? How do you explain the Democrats singling out the black men for not supporting Kamala Harris when all she's done is put black people in jail? You got black women coming out saying that they're not going to support this woman. And they're being fierce about their disdain for Kamala Harris. So how do you explain that? But the Democrats is there for unity. Kamala is there for unity, right? All she done is scold her the people that's running her campaign. There's a lot of infighting, there's a lot of backbiting, there's all kinds of stuff going on behind the scenes that you don't know about or not aware about when it comes to this woman. Now, 4 years ago, I talked about a woman by the name of Kelly Mellenbacher, who was the campaign manager for Kamala Harris. And she wrote a scathing article about how there was dysfunction, how there was no communication, how Kamala Harris was treating her staffers and all that. But yet, this woman, who just a few months ago was one of the most unpopular person in the Democratic Party. Again, for those of you that need to hear that again, just a few months ago, Kamala Harris was one of the most unpopular people within the Democratic Party. Now she got this rocket strapped to her back and she's at the top of the presidential ticket. We're supposed to forget all that bullshit and just vote our blind deference to her, right? The fuck out of here. Look, when I say Couch 2024, you ain't know, that's what I mean, goddammit. Now, for all you Trump supporters, that's go, clap and, yeah, LB, you saying the right thing, LB, I rock with you, LB. Well, guess what? I need you to keep that same energy because I went in on your board earlier this morning. When I say Couch 2024, you ain't know, I mean Couch 2024, you ain't know. Now, she's saying in this speech that Kamala Harris was reimagining leadership. This woman ain't no damn leader. She's sitting up here talking about she did all this work. All the meanwhile, when she botched that interview with that pasty-faced bastard Lester Holt, they had her in hiding. They kept this woman away from the cameras. We even seen that when Biden dropped out and she got this rocket strapped to her back and was propped up on top of the presidential ticket. Didn't have to beat anybody, didn't have to earn it. You had the donors and everybody else telling you this is who you should vote for. Because the alternative is bad enough and Project 2025 is bad and everything else is bad if you don't vote for us. All the meanwhile, they're not giving you any kind of plan to address the issues that plagues the black community. They haven't given you shit. And then when we finally got a plan, quote unquote, it was a nothing burger. Again, neither side provide any plans to address the issues within the black community. Neither side has done it. And again, criticism of one is not an endorsement of the other. So, but she done all this work though. She was the one behind the scenes pulling on the strings, making things happen, right? When we've gotten conflicting reports about her being lazy, being incompetent, lacking confidence, but she's the one that was pulling all the strings behind the scenes, right? The fuck out of here, man. Look, I was born during the day. It just wasn't yesterday. And they start talking about, oh, well, you got to go vote, right? But when they tell you that, they're telling you to vote Democrat. Oh, we need you to go vote. Any shills, plants, puppets, operatives, suck-ups, suck puppets, sellouts, and simps will crash out, right? Because Charlatan the Fraud, you and Angela Dry, I got something for y'all asses too. Because what y'all did on CNN was some bullshit, right? Y'all sitting up here trying to play the race card. No. We're not going to play the race card for some cosplaying chameleon. Nah, we're not doing that. But don't worry, Charlatan the Fraud, Angela Dry, I got you on speed dial. I'm going to cook y'all asses through the hard way. Now, back to the regularly scheduled program already in progress. Now, there's some bullshit from Beyoncé, right? Beyoncé, right? When you sitting up there talking about, I see it, I want it, grind here, I'm on it, right? You doing that for Kamala? You crashing out for Kamala? Hey, y'all know Beyonce got like $10 million allegedly to speak at this rally for Kamala Harris. She got $10 million allegedly for a 5-minute speech, and then she walked right out along with the Beetlejuice stunt double, Kelly Rowland. Yeah, Kelly, because you look like Beetlejuice right now in that goddamn dress. I want to, hey, what possessed you to wear that shit, huh? You can't come up with something more stunning. You can't come up with something more scintillating. You can't come up with something that's going to make my eyeball pop out and shit. You had to wear that. Why? Because you didn't want to outshine Beyonce? Come on, Kelly. You better than that, Kelly. Our voice has power and magnitude. Well, Beyonce, I'm glad you said that, Beyonce, because our voice is going to be deafening when we enact the power of silence, right? I'm not talking about the coons and the buck dancers and the 3 chin fat job mouth Roland Martin who likes looking at videos of naked men walking down some made up anal cavity. Nah. We talk about people who are actually on code, who actually see what the fuck going on, and we reading the tea leaves out here, and we're saying, damn that, we're staying home. So yeah, our voices do have power, and our voice is going to be very silenced, and our silence is going to be deafening when we sit on that couch. So when your girl loses, right? Because, hey, one thing about history, right? If you don't learn from your history, you are doing to repeat it. Now, the last time Beyonce came out, spoke for a presidential candidate, they lost. Go back to 2016 when she performed, when she actually performed, right? At that concert out in Cleveland, Ohio, alongside Jay-Z, Big Sean, J. Cole, whoever else, and Hillary Clinton lost that election. Because again, white supremacy don't got no new plays. They just run the same old ones, right? So we're going to just trot out Beyonce, and that she thinks that Beyonce has this power, wealth, and influence that she's going to get all kinds of people out to vote. A lot of people were out there to watch Beyonce perform, not for her to give some 5-minute lecture about what's at stake with the election, about Project 2025 or whatever else, women's reproductive rights or whatever else, right? They were there to see her perform. And when she didn't perform, there were a lot of boos and a lot of people left. That's what the media ain't telling you. When she was out there with Kelly Rowland, and Kelly Rowland and Beyonce left, right? They weren't out there singing say my name, right? They weren't saying that. She said what she had to say for 5 minutes and then left. And then when Beyonce left, everybody else left too. What's up, Gigi Chillin'? Salute to you, my sister. Appreciate you for being up in here. And then that's another thing too, because I happened the unfortunate pleasure of watching this rally that went down in Houston on Friday night, right? I had nothing else better to do than deliver food for DoorDash, right? So as I was delivering all kinds of food for random customers or whatever like that, I caught a glimpse of this rally out in Houston. First of all, was this a rally or a goddamn concert, right? Because they played all of Beyonce's hits, right? And then they mixed in some Cardi B, they mixed in some Sexy Red, right? And no, Sexy Red did not sell none of her gonorrhea or nut or booty hole brown lip gloss there, but they did play some of her songs. They played some of her songs out there, right? They even had Willie Nelson out there. I don't know where the fuck you get Willie Nelson from, but he performed at this rally. So again, was this a rally or a concert? And whoever that DJ was, DJ Scratch and Sniff, or whatever the fuck your name is, DJ Trifle? Yeah, DJ Trifling, whatever the fuck you call yourself. Don't ever DJ ever again. Find a new goddamn job, all right? Do something else, right? Because you're a corny ass fucking hype man. This thing was a joke. This thing was a farce. And you wonder why the black community does not get taken seriously. Because we got this bullshit going on. You think you're just going to trot out some comedian or some athlete or some celebrity, and they're supposed to be our leaders, right? No, that's not how that works, because without us, they don't have the lifestyle they have. Without us going to their games, without us buying their records, without us going to their shows and laughing at their goddamn jokes, they will not have the lifestyle that they have. So how in the fuck can they be our leaders? No tangibles, no vote is not some catchy slogan, unlike that other slogan that Camel Toe, oh, Camel Toe did when she's sitting up there talking about souls to the polls. Pastor Jamal Bryant, your ass on my hit list too. Because you brought a Fox City Hen House. There's supposed to be a separation of church and state. And you got this pulpit pep trotting out this chameleon, this cosplaying chameleon in the house of worship. And then they kicked out a woman who was protesting that bullshit. And she goes up there calling some campaign slogan talking about souls to the polls. Because you had to run back down to Atlanta for support. With some bootleg pork chop preacher and pulpit pep. God, that shit pissed me off. That shit got me fired up, man. Old nigga Jim Clyburn told y'all that sloganeering is what loses elections. So stop sloganeering. And yet Kamala Harris went to that church down in Atlanta and talked about we need souls to the polls. Get your ass out of here. Yeah, I got a campaign slogan for you. I'm gonna slouch on the couch. How about that? On November 5th, the Sports and Political Channel at LB is going to slouch on the couch. You guys let me know what y'all think about that. Boy, that shit got me fired up, man. Yeah, Jason, yeah. Hey, you right. Hey, she's still fine, though. But I was highly disappointed in her, man, because, man, Kelly Rowland, man, you is some, You just don't got, what? Anyway, if you're not subscribed to this channel, Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platform. Hey, we need that campaign slogan to trend, right? Hey, y'all need to make that shit trend. Slouch on the couch. Shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Hurt.